Protesters across the nation are standing in solidarity with Tyre Nichols, the most recent victim of police brutality and excessive force in Memphis, Tennessee.
Now, most of these demonstrations have been peaceful that are being held, but following the release of that body cam footage showing Nichols' deadly encounter with the police. But Chris Wolf reports from Hollywood now, where one of those demonstrations took place tonight.
Good evening. While most of the protests across the country have been peaceful following the release of that graphic police body camera footage and surveillance footage yesterday, there have been some tense moments, some arrests across the country and here in Los Angeles, and as you can see, some violent behavior. There are reports this Saturday of some vandalism, a broken window at a Chipotle restaurant, broken glass at a bus stop. A small crowd, a few dozen protesters, did march through Hollywood Saturday evening, snarling traffic and shutting down intersections at times. They started and ended at Sunset and Vine. They had marched along Sunset, Cahuenga, and Hollywood Boulevard during the demonstration.
Take it to the streets.
A group Friday night outside LAPD headquarters broke down part of the barricade around the building and defaced some parts of the property with graffiti.
Up against the wall. You 2 minutes. Heads up.
Saturday night, police were trying to get a lock on the individuals they describe as destructive vandals or aggressors, distinguishing them from the rest of the crowd, which remained fairly peaceful. However, some participants tried to grab our camera or cover up the lens as the crowd was marching past us. All of this reaction stems from the Tyre Nichols case in Memphis, Tennessee earlier this month. Activists say they want to raise public awareness following the violent death of the 29-year-old father and FedEx worker who died after an encounter with 5 police officers who now face felony charges, including second-degree murder. They were fired from the Memphis Police Department. An organizer of a demonstration in downtown LA explains why this case has moved him to action.
Every time they swing and hit his face, it felt like a lash on my spirit as a black man. It's terrifying.
And back here with evidence of some vandalism, some destructive behavior during a demonstration in Hollywood this evening. LAPD Chief Michael Moore says what happened in Memphis is grotesque and does not reflect the dedication and sacrifices of the vast majority of law enforcement personnel who strive every day to protect and serve. In Hollywood, Chris Wolf, KTLA 5 News.
And officials have now disbanded that infamous Scorpion Squad, which was part of the Memphis Police Department's anti-gang unit. The dismantling of the squad comes after 2 of its members were arrested in connection with Tyre Nichols' death. The team was originally tasked with ridding the Memphis streets of gang activity and violent crime, but officials disbanded the squad in response to demonstrators calling for sweeping police reform.
Stick with KTLA as we continue to track the latest developments and the fallout from the in-custody death of Tyre Nichols. Now, for updates anytime, you can just head on over to KTLA.com or the KTLA 5 app.